Hello there, welcome to the channel. In this episode, we present a brief economic profile of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Uganda is a landlocked country located in East Africa and it neighbors Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of Congo and South Sudan. The country has a population of 46.8 million people and Kampala is the capital city. According to the constitution, Uganda is a democratic republic. Yoweri Museveni serves as the country's 8th president since coming to power in 1986. According to the World Bank, Uganda is still classified as a low-income country. IMF data, however, shows some significant growth. As of October 2024, Uganda's GDP stood at $55.59 billion. This translated to a GDP per capita of $1,190. The annual GDP growth was at 5.9%, meaning that the country's economy, despite its size, is growing faster than those of the US, China, and the UK. Uganda's public debt is relatively lower than that of her neighbors, standing at 51.4% of the GDP. The country's trade balance for 2023 was at negative $4.77 billion, an increase of 15.85% from the previous year. This trade deficit means that Uganda is increasingly importing goods and services more than it exports. The Ugandan shilling is the country's official currency. As of the 23rd of November 2024, $1 exchanged for 3,674 Ugandan shillings. Uganda has increasingly grown into a service economy. According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, the key economic sectors in the country include service, industry, and agriculture. For the 2022 to 2023 financial year, the service sector, including accommodation, food, education, and communication services among others, contributed to 42.4% of the GDP. The industry sector, encompassing construction, water supply, and manufacturing among others, contributed to 26% of the GDP. Meanwhile, the agricultural sector, such as food crops and livestock, contributed to 23.8% of the GDP. Therefore, comparatively, the service sector is the most dominant economic sector of Uganda. Almost 80% of all exports from Uganda are agricultural products. Uganda mainly exports tea, cotton, coffee, and fish. Uganda is the 22nd largest exporter of tea globally. The country is also the 39th largest exporter of raw cotton globally. Uganda's coffee is of very high quality and the country production capacity ranks 6th globally. Uganda ranks 3rd in aquaculture production in Africa, behind only Egypt and Nigeria. Mining also contributes significantly to the country's exports. Uganda's main mineral exports include gold, iron, and tin. Uganda also produces mineral fuels for export, particularly crude oil. In 2022, the country ranked 142nd globally in crude petroleum exports. Uganda's main imports include pharmaceuticals, such as medicines, vaccines, and blood. The country also imports petroleum products, plastics, telecommunication products, cereals, vegetable oils, and cars and motorcycles among other machinery. These imports exacerbate the negative trade balance problem. To foster economic growth and development and address the challenges the country's economy faces, President Museveni's government launched the Uganda Vision 2040 strategy. This strategy seeks to foster economic growth and human development, targeting key aspects and sectors such as per capita income growth, agriculture, industry, technology and infrastructure improvements, and education. In summary, Uganda is a low-income country with an economy that is growing relatively faster but with a major challenge of a negative trade balance. The government, however, has a deliberate strategy to improve the economy and human welfare. Did you know that Uganda makes electric vehicles? Well, now you know. Comment on this video with questions, corrections, or suggestions for future analyses. Consider sharing, liking, and subscribing for more simplified financial and economic content.